Proclaiming Yahuwah's coming kingdom. Contrary to the false teachings of Christianity, the kingdom of Yahuwah will indeed come and will be firmly established on the earth. For the holy mountain of Yahuwah will be established on the earth at Jerusalem. This will happen when the true Mashiach Yahusha comes to restore the earth and establish the everlasting kingdom of our great Creator, Yahuwah Almighty. For of his kingdom there will be no end. Of his peace there will be no end. Like a mustard seed, the kingdom of Yahuwah starts small and grows to encompass this world and all the worlds to come. Until kingdom come, we cling to the faith and hope of the believers of old, who long to see Yahuwah's coming kingdom. Peace and blessings to all you believers of the way, all you who trust in Yahuwah Almighty, all you who have been praying and waiting for his glorious kingdom to come. The early first century believers of the way and the true apostles all believed the kingdom of Yahuwah was going to come and be established on the earth. We read in the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 2, where Yahusha, the true Mashiach, taught the apostles to pray, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." Why would the Mashiach teach the apostles to pray for something that would never come? Christianity, with all of its false beliefs and false doctrines, changed the truth of thy kingdom come into the false doctrine of we all die and go to heaven and do nothing for eternity. Contrary to the many false beliefs of Christianity, there are many believers of the way who still hold to the truth of his kingdom coming to the earth. The Apostle Paul warned the early first century believers that after his death, ravenous wolves would come in, false teachers would come into the church, not sparing the flock, but would bring in damnable heresies and false doctrines. Acts chapter 20 is a must-read. It describes the ravenous wolves, the false teachers, more clearly. The false teachers of Christianity changed the true seventh day of the week Shabbat to Sunday worship. They abandoned the true doctrine of the 1,000-year millennial reign of the Messiah on earth. The very truth that Yahusha and the apostles taught was replaced with their false pagan Sunday Christianity. After the 1,000-year earthly reign of Yahusha, the New Jerusalem comes down from heaven, from our great Father of lights, Yahuwah Almighty. This is all in the book of Revelation, chapter 21, a book most of Christianity completely ignores. Instead, they teach the false die and go to heaven for eternity doctrine, with no mention of the kingdom of Yahuwah, no mention of the New Jerusalem coming to the earth from heaven. The book of Revelation, chapter 21, clearly describes the New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven from Yahuwah Almighty to the earth. For Yahuwah will dwell on the earth with his people in the New Jerusalem, contrary to the false doctrine, false teachings of Christianity. What a wonderful time it will be for the true believers of the way, who place their hope, their trust, and their faith in the true Elohim, the only true God, Yahuwah Almighty, and the true Mashiach, Yahusha. For when he comes, he will teach us his ways, ways of peace, ways of love, ways of sharing and caring for one another. Yahushua HaMashiach will be king over the whole earth during his 1,000-year earthly reign. He will rule the nations with a rod of iron. Many people will say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of Yahuwah, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, the word of Yahuwah shall go forth from Jerusalem. In that day they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks, and learn war no more." Praise Yahuwah Almighty, all you believers of the way.